What they talking about? They talking about nothing. What they talking about? What they talking about? They talking about nothing. But we about to talk about something because we Black and Black Times Infinity live and direct again on Wednesday night. I am your interim host, the oldest ninja in the world, and with me today is your boy Cronus.
Hope you did your taxes because you might get deported to El Salvador. I'm just saying.
Good Lord.
It was yesterday.
God
If you're already
damn.
late, I mean, just pack your bags. Actually, don't even pack your bags. They'll come. The Gestapo will come get you. You're good.
I mean, you could have filed an extension. Then you have until what, October?
They don't
Maybe.
care. That's a crime.
I mean, I guess, but whatever. They tell me nothing. Yeah,
Uh,
we back up in there. So we're a little light this week, but we finna do it. We up in there.
that we
We
are.
shuffle.
First in the chat is my lovely oldest daughter. Uh, thank you for joining us once again. And listener of the week will be Mohammed. Just Mohammed.
Just Muhammad.
Yeah.
Like the prophet. Did we get blessed or something? Are we getting virgins? Just
No.
saying.
I mean,
No
are you
virgin?
going to be a suicide bomber? Like
Oh, that I mean that could be two. But I mean, supposedly we're supposed to get 7 virgins. I don't know.
72. But yeah, it's also
Just 72. I thought it was just 7.
no. I thought it was 72, but anyway, that's gross all around. So yeah, I just want to be clear here.
I
Yeah,
mean that is a lot. I
that
mean,
is a
I can
lot.
understand. I guess for those who were suicide bombers, remember that it was their first time. I'm just saying.
I mean, it's definitely the last time, but don't.
That, aha! Yeah, for sure. Peekaboo.
Bet you didn't think it was gonna start like that, did you?
Yeah. I mean, but we be bringing it to y'all every week, so y'all should already know. Should already know.
All right, Warrior Fell's up in here too, and yes, it is a shitty year, even though we're only not even halfway there yet.
We're not. Yeah, we're what? 4 months in.
Four
We're 4
months
months
in.
in.
4 months into
4
this
months in.
atrocity of a year. I remember I go back through my Facebook memories pretty much every day at this point. And I think a couple days ago, 5 years ago, which, pandemic, I said something to the effect of, I bet we're going to stop saying that this is the shittiest year ever right now, right? Or next year's going to be better because it can always be worse. Because 2020 was that was terrible. And then 2021 was pretty terrible. Then it slowly got a little bit better. And now we're back to the terrible times again, with the same guy. People they kind of forgot who the guy that screwed this all up was. And don't get me wrong, Biden wasn't great either, but he gave some confidence. He didn't crash the stock market because he wanted leverage on some poor countries, I guess. I don't know. I think the guy's
Well,
insane.
leverage on a lot. He wants to leverage on a lot of people. I don't, and not necessarily poor countries, because he's been going back and forth with China.
Yeah,
He's been doing crazy shit with fucking Canada, Mexico, talking about invading people. Like seriously?
can I give you an analogy? If I owed a lot of money to people in general, and then the second most person that I owed money to, I decided, you know what, fuck you. I'm gonna make sure that everything that you give to me or whatever, I'm gonna make you possibly pay a tax. It actually doesn't even make sense because they don't pay the taxes. It's the consumers. But anyway, China is the second largest debt holder for America, and to just get into a random trade war with them when we are wholly incapable of winning it, because at this point we're a service economy. We're not. We don't produce shit. We're not industrial at this point. China is though, and we buy a lot of shit from China. That's just the way it is right now. And to just unilaterally say we're gonna put tariffs on this country when we don't produce a lot here except for services. We produce some stuff here, don't get me wrong, but it's definitely not on the level of China because they got a fucking billion people.
I think they have 1.2 billion.
Yeah, and they're still they're sort of going through their whole industrial revolution thing, and they're succeeding at it. We are not. We can't just build factories here that fast because there's no plan. This person has no plan at all. The plan. If you wanted to have an actual plan, you could have put in some incentives to build factories back in America. You could have onshored these jobs, but it takes time, years, if not decades, to do that. because we don't have the expertise for like a lot of this stuff. We don't have the expertise for like building fucking cell phones and TVs and all kinds of electronics and like other things and like just like rare and just like materials. We don't have those things here in America. That's why we kind of globalized and everybody kind of prospered off of it. And he just decided, no, like we're just going to bring all these jobs home. But you can't do that because guess what? People in America don't want to build cell phones because the pay for that is shit. And you don't want to talk about, raising the minimum wage. So because if you did raise the minimum wage, then these cell phones would cost a lot of money. And like, you want to pay $6,000 for your fucking iPhone? Because that's probably how much it would cost if you built it in America.
Actually, they've already calculated, apparently it would take, if an iPhone was made in the U.S., it'd be upwards of $3,200 for a single unit.
Okay, yeah, I'm not surprised. Like, and that's saying that's not even accurate. Saying it's $3,200, that's if we had all the shit to make it in America, which we don't.
Yeah,
we don't have the factories to make
also,
it. Yeah,
that's also like a base model as well, like not the pros or anything, just like the base stuff. So I'm pretty sure the pros would probably cost like I think they said 9,000.
Yeah, but we literally cannot make those in America right now. We can't. So, yeah, I mean, you could have made a plan to fix that, but this is not a plan. And the fact that he just exempted for 90 days the tariffs on electronics just shows me that he just wanted to make some people richer, people that supported him. And, all those, Jeff Bezos and Mark Zuckerberg and the dude from NVIDIA and the dude from, Alphabet, Google or whatever. That's why they were there, kissing his ass. Huh?
You said Alphabet. That's from
No, that's the name of the company. If y'all didn't know, Alphabet is Google. So, yeah, they that's their like.
I thought they were just on the NASDAQ or whatever. They're like GLG or GGL or something.
I think they changed it a little while ago because Alphabet owns. It's just like how Meta is like they made Facebook. A company over it. So that's what they did with Google. They made Alphabet. So Alphabet's like the umbrella of the Google products. But anyway, that's why they were all there kissing his ass because they knew that this was going to happen, and they were going to get exempt. And this is what they made probably billions of dollars off of this, off of the whole like mini crash, and then people buying on cheap, and then he just decided, nope,
going up again.
Yep. So yeah, he didn't give a fuck about any of you.
Didn't he brag about this?
He did.
Wasn't he saying like, my friend here, he made $1 billion. This guy, he made $2 billion. Like, wait a minute, you're literally saying this in the White House about your friends that are making billions.
It's inside
people that are suffering almost.
What he did is literally insider trading. Like he said the day that he decided to make the 90-day thing, he said, it's a good day to invest in DJT, which is his own fucking stock. And then he did a thing about the tech companies. So that's insider trading. But nobody's going to do anything because these people are cowards. The people in government right now, they're cowards. They're letting fascism just rule over America at this point because they're scared of this guy. He doesn't even have a fucking army. Like that's I said it before. That's like his last. That's the last and kind of the final step to this thing is if he has like his own like little army. We're not there yet, but it's pretty fucking close with Pete Hegseth. So
yeah, I was about to say, I'm all dude.
Just saying.
I mean, it's pretty freaking close. Like I mean, there's so many people that make. I don't want to say excuses, but they explain away what he's doing. Like he knows what he's doing. This is better for all of us. I'm like, are you paying attention?
No.
But it's like, dude, you guys keep seeing that the market dips and then rises, and they're like, oh, this is better than the 2000 crash. We're getting bigger. I'm like, dude, if this bottoms out, like the whole bottom falls out, a lot of people are going to get fucking just destroyed. Like people's retirement, your 401k, your CD accounts, like a bunch of investments that you own personally as an average citizen is probably going to be worth very little. Or nothing.
I think I mentioned on the podcast, like that little blip cost me $20,000. So, I mean, it's rebounding now, but like if I was retired, holy shit. Like that's a lot. So, yeah. And this is just totally ignoring the people that, cause the China tariffs on like non-electronic things are still at like 147%. And there's people that are out there that are small businesses that they can't afford that. Like they literally they can't. You can't afford to increase the price of your products even by 50% for like most of these products,
Mm-hmm.
and they're gonna go out of business. Because a
Well,
lot of things are, or they're just gonna sell it overseas. So
oh yeah, or just limit it to a different market. Not necessarily. I mean, do Canada only. I mean, that's what literally Circuit City did. When Circuit City closed, they didn't close the Canada stores. They closed some of them, but not all of them. They still are in operation up in Canada. Like you could probably order some shit from Circuit City, most likely via Amazon. But it's the Circuit City still around, just not in the U.S. So there's that.
yeah, this could all be avoided. Like things are working, and again, I got to bring up again, these trade deals were his trade deals from his last presidency. So he made trade deals and then he reneged on them. The most American thing to do is going back on your contracts.
Yeah, I guess that's well, I would say what his ancestors have done.
Yeah, that's what America is kind of the best at. We're the goats at reneging on contracts and fucking people over. So
Yeah, it's like, yeah, you can have this psych.
Yep.
Psych. I mean, a lot of people. It's funny because a lot of people are posting what pundits and media watchers, social media people, comedians, what they said like literally years ago or last year, were like Dave Chappelle, for example. He does a stand up where he talks about I like wearing Nikes, but I don't want to pay or make the shit here. Like leave that shit in China. So I want to wear them. I don't want to pay like $2,000 for a pair of Nikes, even though he could afford it. But he's not going to afford to doing that. I mean, I think most people wouldn't, unless you're a sneakerhead. You would be willing to do it, but most people are like, nah, I got kids.
Most sneakerheads don't make that much money. I'm just saying.
You don't need to. I mean, you just need to save up, and you would feel elated by buying that one single pair of shoes, like what people did with the Yeezys. I think those are terrible shoes, but people literally saved up money and then camped out to fucking buy them, which was blowing my mind.
It's terrible footwear made by or designed by a terrible person. No, I think we can all agree, or at least most rational people can agree that Kanye West, the artist now known as Ye, is a terrible person. So
they still call him Ye. Oh, they went back to Kanye or whatever you do.
I call him KKK. That's what I call him.
Anyway,
he came out wearing a clan robe. So
I know it's also on his latest album cover. He's wearing a robe.
Yeah,
we got to get back. We got to go back a little bit. We got some stats. We didn't get the stats.
We did. I got over it. But you didn't talk about the RPs though. That's what we're missing.
Yeah, I knew RP. Okay, so we skipped the regular stats. So I'm gonna do RP now. I'm gonna pour out some St. Eyes for this guy here. Nicky Cat. I know a lot of people were talking about this. People were saying like nobody like really talks about this dude, but he was a famous star. He was a child actor at one point. Like he started in the movie Gremlins, but he was born Augustine Isles. He's known for roles as Harry Sennett on the TV series Boston Public. I know a lot of people really like that show. I was like, whatever. He's worked with Steven Soderbergh on and Richard Linklater on films like Dazed and Confused and The Limey. He was also in Insomnia with Robin Williams and Al Pacino, A Time to Kill, Boiler Room, and The Way of the Gun. He also voices the character of Atun Rand in Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, The Sith Lords. He was found dead at his apartment at the age of 54. He was alive still. On the 8th of this month. So, unfortunate.
Yeah,
that was my RP.
Just one RP?
Yeah, I won this week. I missed a few in between. I didn't get a chance to catch up, but the world keeps turning, unfortunately. If I can, I will try to catch up on the ones that I missed. But for now, this one was super recent because it was announced yesterday. But he's kind of a character actor. He's been like in pretty noticeable movies. So, but yeah, it's unfortunate. He was only 54.
Yeah, that's pretty young.
Yeah, it's pretty young.
It's not far from my age. Way younger than you, but whatever.
Yeah, everyone's way younger than me. But I know he was taking care of his mom. His mom passed away in 2023, and now he unalives himself.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
All right, where do you want to go to next? We were just shitting on Trump for a little bit. People seem to enjoy
Yeah.
that. What? Oh, I need to stop
Well,
doing
some
that.
people don't. I
That
mean, if
noise.
you're,
Oh my god.
what's up?
No, there's like a
What?
noise that comes on with this multi-stream thing. It needs to like stop. It's in my fucking ears.
Um, there's a few things we could talk about.
Hold
I don't
on.
know.
Oh,
Well,
my daughter said that Elvis's son died of rabies. That's a terrible way to die.
that is a
So
way.
yeah.
So apparently, there's no cure for rabies or something like that. Like
Uh,
you have to catch it when you get hit or something.
it's
I don't know.
yeah, it's pretty hard to. There's an episode of I want to say Radio Lab that talks about it. It's a pretty fucked up way to die. So yeah, and there's like it's hard to.
Yeah,
You can be cured, but it's kind of rare.
yeah, and like you have to be like, you have to take shots in the stomach and shit. Like still to this day,
Yeah.
that's like decades long treatment. Like, well, as far as what they still do, not like you don't take treatments for decades, but the way to treat it, like you have to get shots. You have to basically prevent it from spreading,
God damn
which
it.
is insane.
I have to figure out how to fucking mute this thing.
Yeah.
Hold on, because this is not great. It's like making noises in my ear, and I know the people that are listening to this, like on the when I release the podcast, they're gonna fucking hear it.
Oh, I
It's
can
like
only hear you.
it's so
Um,
fucking loud. Like it's so loud.
uh, oh yes, Lily's for sure. That after symptoms show, yeah, that's the whole point. Usually, if you get bitten with an animal that has rabies, you're supposed to get preemptive care, and you have to take it. Actually, I knew a guy. He was gone for weeks because he got bit by something that had rabies,
Oh,
and he had
did
to
you hear
take
it?
10 shots to the stomach. Actually, I think it was reduced. We had to go every day for like a week to
Yeah,
take shots in the stomach, and he had to do like he had to do another like two or three other procedures on top of that. I was like, what the fuck?
all right.
So and like it was crazy.
Hopefully, I fixed that fucking very annoying noise. But Brandon Park in the chat brought up a really good point about Radio Lab, which is a great podcast, better than ours by far. Just saying, and also make sure they get funding. So if y'all didn't know, they're trying to defund NPR and PBS, and so
Mm-hmm.
that's gonna have a trickle down effect to a lot of folks, including me. So listen to a lot of NPR and PBS. So if y'all get a chance to donate to any sort of public media, please do, because they need the funding at this point. And these are things that are very, very vital. God damn, that fucking noise just happened again, and I can't fucking mute it.
Mm.
If you get a chance, please donate to those. Whatever you listen to, if you consume them. I'm going to start subscribing to NPR, and there's a couple other ones like APM and a few other ones that I use like pretty much on a daily basis when I'm not listening to an audiobook. So yeah.
Oh yeah, I got you and Blue are all about them audiobooks. Oh, so by the way, Blue is not here because he's actually like doing some household stuff. He's got to get ready to like sell his home or whatnot. He's doing work. Prodigy is apparently lost in the Matrix somehow, so I'm assuming he'll be back by Friday, but we'll see. If not, I mean, you can always reboot.
Yeah. All right.
Uh,
Talk for a minute so I can
so
like try to figure out how to fucking mute this.
So King Arthur brought up a very excellent point. I'm gonna call this out in the name of Prodigy because I know he's like super etchy about this, but Marvel Rivals have updated the game by adding Emma Frost to the game, and god dang, this literally set all of the internet ablaze. Like y'all been talking about Kim Kardashian and like breaking the internet. No, this fucking I guess a 2D. Oh no, she's 3D, but a 3D fucking character model has literally broken like the internet. And like it's so funny because she's got these thick ass thighs, this small ass waist, with bright blonde hair and like white and blue costume, and people lost their freaking minds. There's like people saying she looks like Sarah J as an X-Men. I'm like, what
Yeah, I
the
mean
fuck?
she kind of does.
So I'm looking, I'm like, dude, she's got like these like double D fucking boobs, these like fucking 36-inch waist, this like 20-inch fucking uh or no, other way, it's like 20-inch waist, 36-inch hips. It's just like, God dang. People have been gooning since she dropped. Other people are complaining, saying, oh, they should have brought like some other character and like this and that, and this focuses too much on her sexuality, blah 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 blah. I'm like, dude, she is wearing a full costume, but I have seen a very risque costume, but I don't know if it was fan made or if it was official. I haven't updated the game in like a couple weeks, so I have no idea. But I do know people have literally put Sarah J and this Emma Frost, what is it, NetEase Emma Frost, right next to each other, and it's blown people's minds. People been all over it. There's already like um food porn and whatnot all about it. I'm just like, God dang, y'all just down bad. Y'all been getting rejected left and right. Y'all don't know what to do with this like 3D waifus or whatever the fuck y'all doing. Wild shit. So
Sorry, I'm still trying to go through and trying to figure out how to fucking mute this because it's like it's
yeah.
super annoying.
Brandon Parks talking about they respect women in the game. I mean, yeah. I mean, no one says shit about fucking Invisible Woman. Like, but she's wearing a full bodysuit, I guess. But no, but she does have a skin where she's got like, this like dark um demonic kind of version of her where her midriff is out and like her toes out. Like for those of you who have like feet kinks, y'all like all out there gooning about it. I'm just like, dude, y'all just going just crazy about this like looter. It's not a looter shooter. What the fuck kind of? It's like this Overwatch clone.
Yeah,
Best way
yeah.
I describe it. But y'all been going too much. I mean, I know some people are complaining like they should have had this character or that character. I'm like, it's free. Why are y'all complaining about free stuff? Like I can understand paying for content, but like being concerned about over sexualized. I mean, if you think about it, Emma Frost is always wearing like pretty skin tight kind of stuff in the past, not always, but usually. I mean, if y'all saw, what was it, X-Men First Class? I mean, she's not like super revealing, but fair kind of revealing, kind of tight stuff. So, not really sure where y'all are tripping out about. I mean, dude, I feel like it's on brand and especially in the world of NetEase Marvel. I mean, if you look at Wolverine, he's like super yoked, and he's like tall. So I don't know. It's just funny to me. Y'all out there just like wilding out over fucking women in a game. Like I guess y'all are not used to that. Maybe they're used to them saying no. Y'all been calling them mommies. Y'all call them mommies on X. So
Hopefully, I fixed it.
yeah,
I hope.
okay.
God damn, because that shit is so fucking annoying. So
I can't hear shit.
yeah, I know
I
you can't
just
hear
hear
it.
you.
Yeah, no, everybody, people in the chat can, and then people that are going to listen to this afterwards are going to hear that really annoying, like old school chat noise for notifications. So hopefully it stops. If not, I got to figure something else out.
Yeah, I'm about to redo the sound. That's gonna be some work, but yeah, NetEase, Sarah J. I mean, Emma Frost. It's just got y'all growing hair again. So, so y'all out there freaking out. I mean, just enjoy the game. I don't see her um as a sexualized object. I guess I don't. I think her suit is
Mm-hmm.
like. I see
Mm-hmm.
her suit is on brand for Emma
Talk about
Frost.
her thick ass thighs and a small ass waist. I don't see her as an
She
object
do,
though.
but she do though. She
Well,
do.
okay,
These
just
are
point out the
facts.
obvious. Okay.
These are facts on facts. I mean, I'm just saying. No, I don't know why the rest of y'all can't handle all that. Maybe y'all can't handle the thickness. Maybe, not quite sure. But yeah.
Okay.
Have you played the new update or no?
No, I've been playing Yasuke and choosing violence, bro. That's what I've been doing. Choosing violence every day with Yasuke.
Okay.
That's my dude. I'm gonna keep
Was
saying it. If y'all have not gotten Assassin's Creed Shadows and you don't like Assassin's Creed games, just get the game, play as Yasuke every single fucking time. Unless you got to sneak. Yeah, he's not very good at sneaking. So, but he's very, very good at violence.
it's very good at violence. That's
Yeah.
just
Like
random stuff.
literally I was doing because you get to choose, who you get to play as. And I figured, there's like a person I had to kill that had to do with like killing Naoe's dad. And I was like, I'll play as Naoe to kill this dude. It was so goddamn hard. I was getting fucked up because there was the fucking noise is still there. I was getting fucked up, and I decided to just go back and yeah, this button does not work very well. I decided to go back and play as Yasuke, and I just killed everybody first try. It was great.
Crazy. I mean, I think you haven't finished the game, but you're still
No, not
playing.
not yet, not yet. I've been, working, doing a lot of jujitsu. So yeah, between work and jujitsu, I didn't get a chance to play a lot this week, but played a little bit yesterday and the day before that, like at night. But I had to watch, Daredevil, Born Again.
Mm-hmm.
The finale was yesterday.
Uh, oh, it was yesterday. So I watched it last night. So I guess it's been 24 hours, I suppose. So,
We've got a 48-hour rule, bro. This is
I thought we had 24 hours.
no,
Well,
it's
yeah. So
48,
I guess.
48-hour rule. Gotta get.
I mean, we could talk about it. So the one thing that was weird to me is that this is 9 episodes instead of like 10 or 12. That's throwing me off. So I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck was that?
No, I mean
Um,
it was great though. This is not working either. I don't mind the 9. Honestly, the finale was like a really great finale, and it's going to go toward. It's linking up other things in the MCU, which is great. And they need to have another season because like the end of it is like not really the end. So
yeah. I mean, it's
yeah,
another setup.
God, this is going to give me
Setup.
anxiety. Like seriously. Oh
I
my
mean, it was.
god.
Yeah. I mean, it was definitely like his show, but a lot of people are complaining that the new characters don't have depth or forced or whatever. I'm like, I feel like this was kind of on brand.
Yeah.
A little bit more violent because there's a pretty good amount of violence, especially in the final episode.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Frank Castle does Frank Castle. He has zero fucks.
yeah,
So and
I
even
mean, but
Daredevil, he like fucks people up too, like really bad.
he was fucking people up, and like actually the one episode I probably shouldn't like most, but I actually really liked it was the bank heist episode. That
Yeah.
was actually a pretty cool episode. That was like a crossover, or if you wish, maybe it's just a fun little I don't know, little mix with Miss Marvel. I mean, she's not in the episode, but like some of her family is in it, so it's
Mhm.
like, oh, this is cool. And like the little heist, like because he's Matt Murdock in his civilian attire, but he's doing Daredevil shit with the help of like this other characters. Like he's supposedly supposed to be like a your average Joe or just a non-combatant and whatnot, but then he does what he can to help people out too. Like he kind of, I don't want to say he steps up, but he does like what he can through his capacity to help people. And Matt goes, above and beyond. And I know a lot of people complaining you don't see the suit a whole lot in the series, but I feel like it was necessary to kind of get through the growth. And it's not like you don't see him in it. You see him maybe not as much as you would like to, but it was still to me developing this new era of Daredevil. So
Yeah, I mean, I definitely. It's fucking pissing me off. I definitely enjoyed it.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah. The bank heist is during St. Pat's Day, which was also pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome because it's funny because they drop some history of St. Patrick's Day. Actually, I think oh no, the one of the characters that's in that episode is also she's from one of the other Netflix. I think she's from Daredevil season 2, if I'm not mistaken, because she's in the other series before. So I recognized her when she showed up. She's the hostage negotiator for the NYPD, and I was like, oh shit, I've seen this person before. So it's good to see that in capacity, like they're not just throwing people away completely. I'm pretty sure they tried to get some people back and they just said no, but you never know. But I definitely enjoyed the bank heist episodes. It's pretty good, especially um, what Matt does at the end. It's actually pretty cool. So I really like this. I would say overall, this has been a pretty good season. I enjoy this a lot. There's a lot of stuff happening. There's a lot of growth. It's not just him just beating up people again. Um, I know Bernthal wasn't going to come back unless he thought he was written well, and he felt this was written well enough. And I thought so too. He does Punisher shit, and he comes in and he gives no fucks. And like, even though he's supposedly a good guy, he literally doesn't give a fuck about anyone's opinion. Even though he helps out Daredevil in his own way. So
I think I gotta watch a video on how to like mute this, and I can't because I'm currently fucking live streaming. So, uh,
okay. Is it real? Is it like sound like a one of those tetanus things where it's just like constant
Well,
ringing or something?
it's fucking loud, and every time somebody chats, like you'll hear it.
Mm.
I mean, it's not super loud, but it's in my ears. It's kind of loud. So yeah, so it's got to be loud to somebody that's listening to this. Like, it just
Oh,
happened
chat. What
again.
do you say? Can y'all hear the ringing?
They can
Does it
hear
sound
it
like?
in the chat. Yes, and it's so fucking
Oh,
annoying.
yeah. Brandon Park says this is probably the strongest received MCU shows, or of the MCU shows. I would say a lot of people um
Well,
felt that's just true to form, but there are still people that were they felt quote unquote burned based on the previous shows like Miss Marvel, Moon Knight, She Hulk. They felt like Marvel's losing their mojo, and they felt like this was closer. But then there's a lot of people that felt like this didn't feel like Daredevil. They felt like this was like a um Matt Murdock show versus a Daredevil show. But I'm like, I feel like this was pretty similar. Like, usually, if you go back and watch the Netflix series, he's not in the Daredevil suit a whole lot. The only real time he's like in it almost the entire time is when he meets Frank Castle. Because that's in the comics. He's in the suit the whole fucking time.
yeah,
So,
yeah. I think there's a lot of good things about the show. Hopefully, maybe it's the ticker that was doing it. I muted that, so hopefully that'll do something. I don't fucking know. But yeah, I think it's the best MCU show in a while. Nope, still fucking did it. All right.
uh,
Brandon says he can hear it, but it doesn't bother him. Yeah, so to me, it's like in my fucking ears. So like if I talk and it goes off, I'm just like, what the fuck's happening?
is, has this
Anyway,
happened before? I wonder if it's my line.
no, I clicked on multi-stream, and I think that's what did it. Like it just
Okay.
started making noises. I'll try to just power through it anyway. So if you are listening to this, sorry, just deal with it, I guess. I won't click that button anymore. So,
Mm.
but I can't turn it off right now.
Okay.
Anyway, so actually, what if I do the refresh chat over and don't click on the other side again? Maybe I'll do it. Okay, I'm not gonna click back over there. This is the best MCU show since like the Defenders era MCU shows, since the
Mm.
Netflix Marvel MCU shows. I think I would agree with that, except for like Iron Fist, but the rest of them were like they were quite good. Jessica Jones is really good. So is God damn it,
Luke
Luke
Cage.
Cage. Yeah, I kept on calling him Power Man. It's like nobody's gonna know who the fuck that is.
but Luke Cage is Power Man,
He is
is he
Power
not?
Man. They
Yeah.
don't call him Power Man. And obviously, Daredevil, because back then those shows are popping. I think this one with the violence, the level of violence is like a lot more. I mean, this last episode there was like probably like the most graphic thing that I've seen in a Marvel show. Has to do with like Kingpin. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was really violent and gory. So yeah,
Yeah.
it was surprised. I was like, holy shit! Like when it happened. So
So I didn't think it was going to go the way it did, but it went a different way, and it was still just as fucked up. I'm like, oh shit. So, I mean, I feel like this show is going to be another tip of the iceberg for like the street level heroes. But I suspect we're going to see a return to some of these other street level heroes, and
I'm still
maybe a
down.
couple new ones.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, still got the chat or still got the noise, but yeah, Warrior Felly said he loved how Born Again addresses cops putting down their narrative of the Punisher. I'm just a fanboy, or it's just a fanboy bullshit. Yeah, I agree because I think a lot of cops that do that wear the Punisher thing, they're idiots. Like we talked about this on podcasts before. If you're in law enforcement and you think the Punisher is like your guy, you miss the point of the Punisher. The Punisher does not like cops. If you read the comics, you would know this. So he kind of hates cops. So the fact that cops are wearing the Punisher skull is kind of ridiculous. He's a vigilante. He's not for traditional law enforcement. That's why I think anybody that if you are a cop and you think that that's a good idea to go through, like we have a whole like justice system. It's not doled out by the cops. You're supposed to like enforce laws, but then you capture the person and then you leave it up to a judge or a jury or their peers to find them guilty or not guilty. Like you got to gather evidence and all that stuff. So
yeah.
yeah,
Like, unlike what Judge Dredd does that, where he's judge, jury, and executioner in some
yeah,
cases
yeah. So that's
on a motorcycle.
not how America works. Well, apparently it does right now because we got a guy sitting in jail sitting in a foreign jail who shouldn't be there.
Yeah, but then they said they can't do nothing about it.
But they
And when they
can.
try to do something about it, they're like trying to stop them, or they say, "Well, it's not our problem."
Yeah, they definitely can. Listen, if we can get prisoners in Russia out of Russia, we can definitely get a prisoner out of jail who is not accused of really anything out of a jail in fucking El Salvador. I don't think El Salvador has nukes. So,
I'm pretty sure they do.
you know,
Someone brought up to this point because I was like, "Oh shit, I forgot about that." Andrew Tate and his brother re-entered the United States, even though they were on house arrest in Romania, and this is due through the Trump administration.
Yep.
And the Trump administration somehow can't let a guy that's under arrest through their policy
With no due
because
process.
of a mistake, and they can't bring him back. It's kind of strange.
Yeah, it's infuriating, and I think this is just a tester on like eventually they're already talking about having U.S. citizens that were born here get deported to El Salvador and thrown into their prison for the rest of their lives.
I thought they already started that. I thought that was already in effect.
No, I think this was a test case because this guy was an immigrant, but he has I forget what his actual status, but he has rights here in America. And also, just to be clear, like the whole due process thing, it applies to people, not citizens. To people, it doesn't say citizens; it says people. So you're allowed due process if you're in America. People have to prove that you did a crime in America for you to get, punished for a crime. But they're just throwing out due process for brown people. So, yeah, just be prepared. They're making up all these excuses now, like, oh, he's got tattoos with the crown on him, or he's in MS. Listen, if he was in MS-13, you got to prove it. Like, show your work. Super easy.
Show your alert, or what was it that they used to say? Back to Blue, or no? Trust the science? No, that wasn't it. I forgot what they used to say, but yeah, that's fucking wild shit. Anyway, moving back along. What the fuck else? Where's my list of stuff that I just had? What were we kind of talking about before that? Oh, you were talking about Assassin's Creed Shadows, which you're obviously enjoying.
Yeah.
We didn't. Oh, did you talk about Hades too last week?
I mean, I've talked about it, ad nauseum in previous podcasts. There's no new update yet, but the game's not even out yet, so it's still in early access. I have 140 something hours on the game so far. Still enjoyable, so I'm waiting for the whole game to drop. But at this point, obviously, I mean, I'm in. So, and I know it's going to be exclusive to like the Switch too, which is very weird.
Oh, it's exclusive?
Yeah, besides the PC. I like how they like try to leave that out now with like they need to say console exclusives. So, yeah, because obviously I play it on my Steam Deck like all the time.
What? Oh, so did solo leveling end?
Yes,
they have
that ended a while ago. A couple of weeks ago. Yeah,
I don't watch solo leveling. Oh, so some shit. Obviously, we got Andor season 2 in like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
which I've been salivating for like the last couple weeks. They keep showing shit that I don't need to see. Stop showing me fucking sneak freaks. I already plan on fucking watching.
Just stop watching the previews, man. You'd be good.
Yeah, well, I have to. It scrolls through. I have to scroll through again. I'm like, dude, stop showing me sneak freaks. Stop showing fucking. I have to like stop because the first, I guess, couple like second or two before I can scroll through, realizing what it is, like it's already Andor. I'm like, I don't need to see more. I'm already invested. Like, just either that or just drop the shit. Stop teasing me. Stop doing that.
Well, it's coming up soon, but another great show that just dropped on Sunday, so we can talk about it, is Last of Us Part 2.
Oh shit!
Did you watch it?
I watched it. Yeah, I watched it. I watched it that night. Actually, oh no, I watched it on Monday. I forgot.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I watched that night. Yeah, I mean it's continued to be. So this is spoiler alert. We're past 48 hours, so we'll talk about the actual show. But yeah, it's to continue the same, high quality, TV show. I think that the actress that plays Dina is a great actress. I think she's got great chemistry with Bella Ramsey. I'm still disappointed that we did not get our swole Abby. You could have put on a fucking muscle suit. I'm just saying.
Bruh. Swole Abby is nowhere near.
No.
Yeah, I'm
She's
so like, it's like almost heartbreaking because we don't have Swole Abby. Like, God
you
dang,
ever
like
seen
you had one job. You had one job.
you ever seen the cartoon of Bugs Bunny when he puts up his arm and he tries to flex and like his arm flops down?
Yeah.
That's this Abby. And don't get me wrong, listen, this actress, she's a good actress, all right? Like she's conventionally angry, furious with what happened to her dad. I expect this actor to do or actress to do really mess up things in the show, but I mean, I think that the makers of the show, they kind of discounted the how much people wanted a muscle mommy. So
Hmm.
we're not getting it.
Yeah.
Where's the muscle
Yeah.
mommies?
No.
So
Yeah. I mean, Abby's a brawler. She's supposed to. She needs to look like she can beat your ass,
yeah,
and you would thank her for it. But she don't look like that. She just looks like she's just angry. And I get it. I mean, if you played the game, you know why she's angry. I mean, I guess very early on in the show, we know she's plotting to kill Joel. And like, I mean, yes, it's early on in the game as well, but you don't see it coming. Like it's like this
yeah.
weird kind of gift
Well,
wrap.
I don't want
You're
to say
like,
what's.
what the fuck's going on?
I don't want to say it's gonna happen because we all know what's gonna happen.
Mm.
Um, I know they cannot change that part of the show.
Mm-mm.
There's a certain event that has to happen, and it's going to people might be crying. People are probably gonna be crying.
Mm-hmm.
So when it happens, so just be prepared. Like you might want to take a day off from work the day afterwards. Do
So,
some happy shit.
so the one thing that I noticed in the show, as opposed to the game, is Abby's or not Abby. I'm sorry, Ellie and Joel's relationship in season 2 is very, very, very strained. As whereas in the game, it's more like whatever. Like she's like more annoyed with Joel, but in the show, she's pissed. She's literally pissed at Joel,
Oh no!
and like
In the game, she's pissed. She's very angry.
I don't feel
So
like she's as angry as in the show.
I
Like
think
in the show, like she wants nothing to do with him.
you got to replay the game.
I kind of did, but
Yeah,
not.
maybe I got to replay it again too. But yeah, it seems she was pretty pissed, and the actress really portrays her being very angry at Joel. So
Mm.
yeah, and even like the
Yeah,
whole
it
crew
was.
that she's with is in the game too. So that was
Yeah.
interesting. Also, in the beginning of The Last of Us Part 2, Ellie shows off some jujitsu skills, which is funny because like in the very beginning when she's doing like her shitty ass triangle, I was like, what the fuck is she doing? Like this is the shittiest triangle ever. And then she like transitioned from like that to like an omoplata to like a wrist lock. I was like, oh, okay, like that's legit. Because because honestly, like triangles are pretty hard to hit, especially if somebody's like bigger than you. Um, you can do them, but it's hard if somebody's bigger than you. So I wasn't surprised in like the shittiness of the technique, but then the omoplata and the wrist lock, I was like, all right, like that's legit. And she actually used the guy's finger to like even emphasize more of the wrist lock, which is in jiu-jitsu you're not supposed to grab somebody's digits, but you can wrist lock them.
Yeah, I mean that did it. I mean, I don't do jujitsu, but it did look legit. At first, it looked kind of weird. So it looked like I'm like, well, you're not doing it. But then like it looked like she was literally hurting this person. Like they
Yeah,
probably, I was like, oh, I'm all that actually looks like that fucking hurts. I'm all look at this dude's muscles like flexing to this like tension. I feel like that might have hurt a little bit. So
yeah, it would if someone omoplatas you and wrist locks you, like you're gonna feel that shit. Like you're not gonna be able to, even though that's the thing. The reason why I like the realness of it is because if somebody omoplatas you, if you're bigger than them and stronger than them, technically, if you know what you're doing, you can get out of it because you're stronger. There's ways like you can get out of it. Like if like a kid does it to me, I could just fucking stand up and like throw him or something. But the wrist lock thing makes you not be able to stand up because like you're literally, if you go the wrong direction, you're just gonna break your wrist and then your shoulder and you're kind of fucked.
yeah, that's fucking fucked.
So yeah,
Um,
applause to Bella Ramsey. And then I also saw that she was on some British TV show, and the host asked her about her jujitsu skills, and she was like, "Oh, do you want to see?" He was like, "Okay," and she did a fucking legit judo throw on this dude. So
yeah,
judo and jujitsu are kind of like kissing
similar, but
cousins.
they're not the same.
They're
Yeah.
depends on who you talk to. It's very much the same.
Hmm.
So just judo is more on the stand up and jiu-jitsu is more on the ground, but we kind of intermix our techniques. Like I do a lot of judo for my stand up. So yeah.
I mean, if you ask Austin Powers, I mean, the judo
Judo
chop.
chop, even though they don't chop
Yeah,
in
that's
judo,
like.
but yeah. They hit you with the earth in judo.
Yeah, yeah. Um, Going back to the show though, yeah, I don't know. I still feel like she was pissed at, or Ellie was pissed at Joel in the
Oh,
game,
you're
but
talking about
not.
Ellie. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking
Yeah.
about Abby. Okay.
Oh no, I know why. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I
Yeah. Okay.
already
Okay. Okay.
know.
I
But no,
misunderstood.
Ellie and Joel in the show have like a very strained and like non-communicative relationship. At least in the game, she talks to him, but she's very dismissive.
Yeah, you're correct. I thought you were talking about Abby. That's that. Yeah.
No, not no. Abby and Joel have not met yet, and that's an explosive meeting
Yeah. Yeah. So
when
yeah,
it does go down.
with Ellie, yeah, she definitely in the game she was definitely more dismissive than angry,
Hmm.
especially with the whole like calling her a dyke. Yeah, that's. I mean, honestly, I would have done the same things if somebody called my daughter that. I probably would have.
Yeah, I
There's a little bit
mean,
of violence. Just a little bit of violence.
yeah, but she steps in. It's like, I don't need your fucking help. He's all. That's when he like kind of retreats back into himself. It's like, oh well, he felt like it was like instinctive. Like you can't say that to my daughter, but not daughter. But
Yeah.
like, do you need to like check yourself? And she's like, I don't need you. Like, I feel like that kept breaking him. Like, dude, he was like, she's supposed to be older than season one. She's as he says, she's 19.
Yeah.
And I guess when they first met, she was 14 in season one, maybe younger. And so she grew up with him. And as we know, and in the game, he basically raised her through one of the most difficult parts of her life. And it seems like more, actually, no, I don't know if there's more people that know about Ellie's secret than in the game, but I feel like maybe it's the same.
Yeah. Nobody
Not
really
sure.
knows.
Yeah, I mean, I know that Dina doesn't know, but it looks like, shit, what's
Tommy does.
Joel's
Tommy.
Tommy? Tommy does. I don't. Did he know in the
I
game?
can't
I don't
remember. It's
remember.
been a minute.
Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember if Tommy knew in the game. I will say it was good to see. I believe her name is Rutina, or Tara from
Tara
True
from
Blood.
True Blood.
It was
Yeah,
it was good
that's what I
seeing
saw.
her again, even though she's in the Flash. It's been a while since I've seen her. Now I do understand, especially the I guess the DEI haters about, there should be an Ashley Scott. You know, we still don't know. Ashley Scott could still be in the fucking series. And I understand she's a live action actress as well, but she did the voice acting for the character. I mean, she's for a lot of people, she was Huntress. For those of you who watched the Birds of Prey TV show, and she was, pretty cool. She's in the what is it, the surfing sequel, that the sequel, was it Blue Heaven or something? Not Blue Heaven. I can't remember. It's the one with she plays like the sequel to the Jessica Alba film about surfing and shit. Anyway, I have to actually I can pull up the name in a minute.
Into
But
the blue.
yeah, yes, Into the Blue. Into Part Two. She's in that. There we go. Fuck. Thank you. Um, I don't know why Ashley Scott wasn't there, but then again, if you look at season one, a lot of the characters that the actors voice, they play live action characters, not
Yeah.
of the characters they voice, but they play, so we could still see Ashley Scott in the show. I mean, the show may not be a direct one-to-one interpretation, but we'll probably get something similar. Same thing with this season. I'm very looking forward to see what happens. A lot of shit goes down. We're gonna see two new dynamics as we did in the game. We see the tree people, or what the fuck do they call them?
The whispers. I think.
Basically, were they whispers?
I think it's
I
whispers.
could
Something like that.
I could have sworn they're called. Oh, I remember they're called something derogatory from Abby's camp, but they call themselves the Whisperers.
Yeah.
They're called two different things, and we're gonna see the dynamics of both of those communities. We're already seeing the community of the what the Wyoming what's the name? Can't remember the name, but they're the people in Wyoming, and Joel and his family. We see their dynamic. We're gonna see two more, and a whole different community and how the way they view the world as it is now. So it's going to be fucking interesting to see what they do in this season. And there's going to be some shit. I mean, I'm pretty sure for people who played the game, there's going to be some like surprises. We'll still see, but I'm very, very um, excited to see the rest of this, as well as I am with Andor. Because
Yeah.
Andor is going to be fucking crazy. Andor's dropping 3 episodes like
All right.
a
Hold
week.
on. Before we talk about Andor, there's something that we didn't talk about in The Last of Us Part Two
Oh,
season
Saris, there we
episode
go.
one.
Yes, Brandon Park is right. Saris, there you
Saris. Okay. But maybe I thought they called them whispers. But yeah.
go.
Um. The the stalkers that they had. They showed one stalker, a new infected in the show, and it was like in the game. They're fucking quiet, they're creepy, and they will fuck you up. So yeah, I thought that was cool to see like Ellie fight a stalker. And there's more to come, you know.
Yeah, so I remember. Yeah, I know you fight a stalker, but so she gets bit by the stalker, but in the game she doesn't get bit until later, and when she's bit, Dina sees it, and that's where she has to reveal to Dina that she's immune.
And I like in this one though when she gets bit, the way that she like kind of hides it. She has to like cut herself to make somebody gets a cut instead of like a bite.
That was crazy. I was like, oh shit! I thought she was gonna cut it completely out. I was just gonna cut it and then sew it back or something, but that was some crazy shit. So, oh yeah, the Whispers were the Walking Dead. Yeah, so I believe it's Sarah. So as B-Boy says, it's Seraphites or Seraphs, and Abby does call them Scars. They call them the Scars.
That's right.
That's right. So they scar themselves. So they do some kind of weird self-modification, or they brand themselves or something. It's been a while since I played the game, but we're gonna see.
And there's like a non-binary character that people are probably getting mad about, but you know,
or non-binary and or trans person that people were hella mad about when the game. People still say the game is ass for those reasons. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? But I will say this: there are people who are saying that the gameplay between Last of Us 1 and 2 doesn't change that bit, and I'm like, okay, I feel like that has merit. However, I think what really drives the two games is the narrative. The narrative of both the games is what is really the driving factor of those two games, and that's why people are connected with them, because the stories were, people connected with them because it was just like it felt like you could be there and you were connected to these characters, especially when they're young.
The gameplay doesn't need to change. I mean, did the gameplay change dramatically from Spider-Man 1 and 2? It's like no,
I don't think so.
No. Like there's a lot of games where like the basic gameplay doesn't change a lot. Fucking any goddamn racing game, So
yeah, except for Blur, you're saying. But even though Blur's still like Mario Kart, so there you go.
Yeah, it's like no, I'm just saying that there's like a Blur 2. Blur 2 would play like Blur 1. You know what I mean? Every Mario Kart game. Mario Kart game basically plays the same. So people saying that the gameplay is the same, it's like that is the dumbest fucking argument,
Yeah, it was kind of weird to me, but I'm like, beat the game when it came out. Like this game has a really good story, so I don't understand why people are getting upset. But there are a lot of people were real mad about Abby, and I get it. Even Stitch had some stuff because people expected one thing to happen. Like your expectations were not, I don't want to say not met. They were just like not adhered to. Like you didn't get what you wanted. You got something completely different, and a lot of people didn't like that.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We have weeks to go.
Yeah, like I said, I gave my thoughts on Abby. She needs to be swole, but she's a good actress. So and like I said, I can understand, if you're a young lady, why you wouldn't want to put on 45 fucking pounds of muscle. Like I get that, like that's reasonable, but also just get a fucking muscle suit. Like you're good.
Yeah.
So people have done it,
or they do body doubles. People have done that too. They've done that for decades. So still, Swole Abby should have been there to show the two different types that we're dealing with. So we're about to see some shit. Y'all ain't ready. If you have not played the games, you ain't ready. It's coming.
Yeah. I feel like I've tried 45 different ways to mute this fucking chime. It's not muting. It's so aggravating.
It's a chime?
It's chime, yeah.
Oh shit! I thought it was like a whale or something.
No, it's not. Yeah, I just don't understand why it's doing it. It's so fucking annoying.
Wow.
Anyway.
Okay. What else was I gonna talk about? Because I don't know if we're gonna shorten this today, but probably not. There's some stuff we haven't really gone to. What was it? You mentioned something else. Now I'm fucking forgetting about. Oh,
going back through the list of stuff to talk about.
Yeah, I hadn't pulled it up. Oh, your book club. Do you want to talk about what's going on with the book clubs?
Well, I mean, I haven't actually. I mean, I partially made the website, but obviously, me and Blue haven't talked about the first book, The Land, which I know at least one other person has read, and now Blue is now reading Dungeon Crawler Carl, which is like which is gonna be like my next book to recommend. But yeah, I think next time we have Blue on, we'll just talk. I'm gonna write down the stuff on the land, and then we'll talk about it. At this point, I have I'm sticking to my one book a week policy, and it's a lot at this point. I can give you guys a quick run. And what I was going to do is actually give like which books I read in like the book club website, so y'all could like catch up or at least see what I'm reading. So I'll tell you. Yeah, I'll give you like a quick rundown. It's 16 things because actually I guess 17. So I read The Message by Ta-Nehisi Coates, Threshold by Will Wright, The Dark Forest by Lu Cixin. He's got a Chinese last name. This is the book 2 of Three Body Problem. The Gateway by Frederick Pohl. Apocalypse Parenting, book 1. Time to Play. It's by Aaron Ampersand. Verity by Colleen Hoover. The Inevitable Run. Dungeon Crawler Carl, book 7. Chain Gang All Stars by Nana Kwame Adiji Brenya. Fearing the Black Body. Racial Origins. The Racial Origins of Fat Phobia. I'm not going to say the writers' names anymore. The Secret World of Maggie Gray. The Alchemist. And Full Moon. It's book 2 of the Dresden Files. The War The War of the Noobs. That's in Noobtown, book 8. Red X Wolf. It's like a story about literate Red Riding Hood and like a lit RPG novel, which is kind of weird, but it was great. Kingdom of the Wicked, and now I'm reading Making Friends, Apocalypse Parenting, book 2. So that's what I've read so far this year.
So you're reading The Alchemist, the book from like the early 2000s or what?
Yeah, it's a really short book and it's really good. So yeah, a friend of mine.
Is it not a series? It's the one about a murder, isn't it? Because they're trying to solve murder without forensics.
Nope.
Oh, different book then.
No, different book.
Okay.
This is like
I know they're.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, this is like a series of it's like a story, but it's about like kind of how you should live your life. To like, it's kind of like doing things so that you can receive, I guess, some sort of blessing in life. It's kind of hard to explain. If you read the book, you kind of understand what I'm saying. But it's like it's changed a bunch of people's lives. They read it like multiple times, and I can see why. Because even though it's like a single story, there's like a lot of like really good life lessons in the book. I'll probably reread it pretty soon. But it's a quick read. Maybe like I think it's like maybe 3-4 hours on audio. It's probably like maybe 150 pages, I guess, if it's in book format. So yeah,
150 pages. That's not very long.
Yeah, but it's good. It's like it's really good. It could change your life.
Yeah. So The Alchemist I'm thinking of was the book about a murder before the invention of forensics during like, I think it's like early 1900s or whatever. Because there's like famous historical figures that show up in the story, and it was translated to a TV series with Dakota Fanning. So, I mean, I remember they were saying it's kind of hard to do because they had to put a lot of historical figures. Like I think FDR is in it, and like a couple other like inventors. I think, yeah, because they try to convert, like I think it's 3 people, if I remember correctly, and they try to converse with like the intellectuals of the time to help them solve these like unorthodox murders. So apparently it's really, I think it's a series as well. Not sure, but apparently it's really good. I mean, it's good enough to make a TV series. So there. And I know the series ended, so that's pretty good. That's a whole lot of audiobooks to go through.
I read some of those physically. So yeah.
Oh, I thought you gave up on physical books anymore. Okay.
No. I'd like what was it? Chain Gang All Stars. I read that physically for the most part. And yeah, I think the rest are audiobooks. I guess one out of 17. I'm pretty sure, but yeah.
Huh.
I bought some more. There's some more I want to read. There's like I bought the physical book of like the Mace Windu book that came out kind of late last year.
Oh shit! I forgot to fucking buy that one.
Yeah.
So I have. There's a Mace Windu book. It's a Clone Wars novel about Mace Windu called Shatterpoint, and it's about his ability to see like shatter points in other beings, where they would have like, basically it's like a clairvoyance kind of, like he can't see the future, but he can see at points where the big turning point is about to hit them in their life, and they're about to like make a decision that can make or break them and like affect other people around them.
Hmm.
So and like that's how he kind of defeats people through shatter points. Like he can tell like when they're gonna make a move, and like he blocks that move because he can tell like it could either kill him or hurt someone else. It's a really good fucking book. And the same guy who wrote that book wrote the novelization of Revenge of the Sith, which was
Gotcha.
super praised. And they re-released the book as they are re-releasing the film this month. So Revenge of the Sith is hitting theaters again. I think this week or next week, as their 20th anniversary, I believe.
Nice. Well,
Yeah.
the book I'm talking about is called Star Wars Mace Windu: The Glass Abyss, and it's by Stephen Barnes. So I can't recommend it or not yet because I haven't read it yet, but I have it. So yeah.
Yeah, the Mace Windu book. So I remember the Mace Windu book was like a huge thing before it came out because a lot of people were just talking about how good or like the potential of like how good it was, and I bought the book and it was fucking amazing. I was like, holy shit, this book is fucking great, and I understand why they chose that novelist to pen the adapted version of the Revenge of the Sith because he has a little point in the book where he talks about Mace and his shatter points, but he also brings in all the work that they was doing during the Clone Wars, like the comics, the micro series, the just like everything at that point into the book. Like all of that ends in that book, even though you may not see it on film. Like they talk about Asajj Ventress and like how she basically goes missing, and like Mace's shatter points, and like Quinlan Voss, like a bunch of shit, like all culminates in that fucking book, and it's fucking great.
Yeah, Brandon in the chat, he's talked about how the novelizations of Star Wars saga is super underrated, and yes, I agree. What was the last one that I read that was like Star Wars related? I think it was Alphabet Squadron, and that was a fantastic
Oh
book.
yeah.
Yeah,
Did you read all three or just the Alphabet Squadron?
just the first one. I guess I got to list. Read more.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
I have Alphabet Squadron, the first book as a paperback, and I
Hmm.
bought the second two after that as hardbacks. And it's crazy because if you play the game Star Wars Squadrons, they're mentioned the Alphabet Squadron, how they're just kind of like forming as they're in the book, like they're how they did their first couple missions. They're the squadron that you play with is Vanguard Squadron. They talk hella shit about Alphabet Squadron. It's pretty funny, but it's great how they're connected. So.
All right, where are we going next? Or we can end it. Doesn't matter to me.
I need to talk about something, even though I've been talking and we've been talking. Um, I got to talk about this game that came out over the weekend, South of Midnight,
Oh yeah,
which is
I need to pick that up.
available.
Yeah.
Yeah, it came out on Game Pass and PC, I think Thursday of last week or whatever. So I've been wanting to try this out ever since they debuted it at like the Xbox Showcase, like late last year. And it looks pretty interesting. The makers of the game say this is American folklore, and I call it Creole magic because it's literally steeped in like Southern folklore, excuse me, and just like magic that's not voodoo. And it's like you're playing a character that's like I guess she's young. They don't really say how old she is, but I figure she's like 18, 19.
I
And
mean,
she finds out that
black don't crack, so
yeah, and like you find out that she's a weaver, which is people that can like wield this like this magic, and the magic comes from trauma. So I was like, what the fuck is this about? And then
It's about
like this,
Haints, right?
yeah, so
Yeah.
there's haints that are born from people basically hatred and like loss, fear. And they're like these gnarly looking fucking creatures you got to beat the fuck out of. And like the thing is, the game really heavily centers on Southern like hospitality, Southern kindness, as it may be. Just like when you start off, you're basically in like a neighborhood that's probably close to Bonton, but like you're everyone knows each other because your town is small. Everyone checks in on each other because you start in a hurricane. And the hurricane's about to hit, and everyone's like, "Hey, are you safe?" Like your character is the first thing you do is you check on your neighbors. Everybody's safe. Everyone checks in with you and whatnot, and then you find out like your grandmother's there. She lives in this big house, and she's obviously safe because she's rich and has a house that's built to withstand hurricanes. and then like your mom goes missing. So then like you start trying to find her. That's when your magic kind of happens. And like the tutorial missions are you can see ghosts. And the first thing you see is like the ghosts of runaway slaves. And one of the slaves can wield like is a weaver. So you follow their example on how to build your powers. And then once you get through that, you end up meeting a giant talking catfish. So you end up, going through and like the first story you kind of or first like level or chapter you go through is helping through one of the neighborhoods, one of the guys that's been there for a while. You go through his trauma and you find out he was holding a very dark secret. And you have to heal the trauma and it heals the land. When you do so, like everything's all bright and colorful and shit. But you have to go through some like these hates that are born from the hatred and the trauma, and you have to beat them up. And the thing is, the combat is very Souls light. I don't say Souls like. It's Souls light. It's very much. I feel like a Dark Souls type combat, but you're confined in a circular space. You like it's not a very big like arena that you fight. You fight in like enclosed areas, and you gotta fight them up. But the thing is, when you fight, it's not a one-on-one fight at first, or it is at first. It's not later. You're always outnumbered. You're always getting your ass beat. So you have to like use the skills that you're giving to like combo up these fucking things, and you lose health like very quickly, but you can gain it back on normal. Like they give you one little health pod kind of thing, but once you use that, that's it. It's like it's very crazy because like you can do very powerful moves. It feels very powerful. You're doing a good amount of damage, but you have to do a lot of it to kill them. And yes, you can rank yourself up, but it's like super crazy. It's a very like the combat is like very unforgiving. I would say if you fuck up, you're getting paid. You're paying for it. So but yeah, I've just been very enthralled in this game. There's like fucking songs. Some of the boss battles have like full on songs that are about the character themselves that you're trying to either heal, save, or just end. And it's just like, what the fuck am I playing? And it really truly is like this super folklorish. Some people compared it to the Alice McGee's Alice. I guess maybe. I haven't played that game. But it's very Southern hospitality meets Creole magic meets like fucking Dark Souls kind of shit. So I'm enjoying the game. I've been on Twitch with it. I'm on like chapter 7 or 8 now. I've been like just like super steeped in this. This game could have had some very, very dark subject matter, like super dark, but it's just dark enough. But the thing is, you end up helping people through their trauma while you're going through the character's own trauma because she's got some family history shit that goes down. So
Hmm.
I'm enjoying the game so far.
If y'all want to learn more about Haints in like sort of the same Southern type deal thing, there's a really good book called The Reformatory, and it's by wow, Tenon Nariv Do. Just look up The Reformatory. You'll
Is
probably
that is
find
it
it.
is it French? Is that a French name? Because there's a lot of Creole French names like Laurent, Larue.
No, I'm pretty
There's
sure it's Tenon Nariv. It's just weird because it's like TANANARIVE. So it's like a lot of NANA in there. Just messing me up.
Yeah,
Um,
sounds French, sounds Creole.
but yeah, it's about basically some kids, some black kids that got thrown into a reformatory, and it's like really messed up. So and there's like haints there and stuff like that. So it's good like Southern kind of mythology book, and also about fucked up racism back in the day. So yeah.
Yeah. So the thing is that the game lightly touches on some racism, even though you're following the ghosts of runaway slaves, but the game itself because the character is mixed. Her dad is white and her mom is black, but her
Mm.
dad's dead, and she has to deal with her grandmother and her mom because like you don't really talk to the grandmother, and she seems like she's a very shifty, rich old lady. And oh, I forgot to mention, there's this a preacher that's there who very, very suspiciously looks like Dolly Parton, and her name is Jolene.
All
So
right.
there's that. So it's very interesting. And she's kicked up in the game. I'm like, what the fuck? Like she turns around and I'm like, dude, she's hella kicked up. Like, what the fuck?
That's a feature.
So, yeah. Yeah, for sure. So I haven't gotten to the end. I plan on playing more this weekend for sure. So I'm very, very steeped in the game. The game, it's weird because the game gives you like I guess it's Creole music. It's like Southern Creole, but it has like rock, rhythm and blues, bluegrass, like different genres of I guess Cajun music. And
Yeah,
it's very unique, but
I
it
heard it.
fits with they've made it fit into the story very well.
Yeah, I heard it was like
So
really good. Yeah, I forgot to like get it. Well, I'm playing Assassin's Creed right now, so.
mhm.
But once that game comes to an end, I'll probably get that one next and actually bust out my Xbox to play. I mean, because right now my Xbox is mainly used for my daughter playing Roblox. So, but it's there. It's on my big TV, and I need to play it more. I was waiting to play the latest Indiana Jones, but apparently it's dropping
Oh
on
yeah.
the PS5 like today. I
This month?
think. Yeah,
This month? Yeah, I
I
think
think it's
sometime
literally
this month.
today.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, it's supposed to be out real soon. So that one I heard is really fucking good as well. So I haven't played that one yet. I want to, but I'm really hoping I get to play in June fucking Jump Ship. But I can't fucking
That
wait.
game looks like
Can't-
a lot of fun.
It looks like fucking super fun. I can't fucking wait. I know there's Starfield for the box. I mean, Starfield's a very fucking long game. That game is long as fuck. And I didn't buy the DLC, but like Jump Ship looks like it's more my speed, especially with the co-op stuff. Like me and Prodigy been saying, the co-op stuff is kind of where we kind of birthed our friendship with stuff. He and I were playing Monster Hunter Wilds
Oh man,
now. We'll be playing some more this weekend. We have not twitched some out, unfortunately, because we keep forgetting. But I've been twitching out South of Midnight.
you know
It's
what?
very cool.
When Borderlands comes out, Borderlands 4, I'm back.
Uh,
I'll play online with you guys. Like I'm with you because I fucking love that game series.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I'm missing a couple of those games actually. A lot of those games are actually on the Game Pass. So just like fuck, but it's cool. But yeah, I'm really liking South of Midnight in a ways that I didn't think I would. I'm not a very big Souls fan. Like except for Star Wars, when like Fallen Order is a Souls-like game, this game is kind of like Souls-like as far as combat. But this thing is rooted in deep narrative. It's like a modern kind of strange fairy tale, but I'm like super digging it. So yeah, so there's South of Midnight so far. I'm hoping the ending is what I really get a huge payoff, but if not, I'm gonna shit on all over this game. But so far, it's doing really good
All right, well let's wrap it up, man.
for sure. So what you got going on this weekend? I know it's getting close to Easter. Easter is Sunday, I believe.
Shit,
So
yeah, I gotta get Easter stuff, even though I won't have my daughter on Easter, but I still gotta get Easter stuff. On Saturday, I'm gonna go watch Sinners with
oh shit,
yeah, because that's coming out. Dropped I think today, maybe.
tomorrow should be tomorrow.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go with Prodigy and his wife and Lando. Listens to the podcast.
Oh
The guy I
shit,
do jiu-jitsu with. I see him like every fucking Monday. Um, we're all gonna go and watch it. I'm really looking forward to it because it sounds like and we're watching it in IMAX because apparently it's filmed in IMAX, which is interesting. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that. Other than that, still living the single life for whatever that's fucking worth. And
I mean, when the economy tanks, it's gonna be worth a lot. So
I guess, uh, yeah, I think I'm gonna come up to the Bay Area hopefully in the next couple of weeks or months.
oh,
Because
what would you come to the Bay
to
for?
get my other
Oh, for your bike.
motorcycle, yeah, I got to
Yeah,
get it repaired and then come up there and ride it back down. So, yeah, hopefully like the bill won't be that large like repair my bike because it's just been sitting for a while. But the engine that I have is like bulletproof. The bike that I have up at Blue's house is a 2000 Honda VFR Interceptor, which is a great bike. But I also have another bike. I got my BMW bike is downstairs right now in my garage, but I need to bring that bike home. So, yeah.
yeah, that's a long fucking drive, my dude.
I used to do it all the time. It's no big. I mean, even though
I know, but
I'm way older now, but
yeah,
that's
I
it.
get it.
I did it on my VFR. I'm sorry. I did it on my S1000. Just fine. My VFR is way more comfortable than my BMW, like infinitely more comfortable. So, we'll see what condition it's in once we get it in the shop and see what's got to get repaired. So yeah, I look forward to coming up there and getting it. Hopefully, seeing. Maybe I'll stay for like a day or two, just like hang out with some of your folks.
We can hit it. We can hit up a fucking brewery and shit. Go to Drake's or Kendrick's. It's Kendrick's now.
Kendrick's, yeah. Yeah,
that's awesome.
But that's all I got for now.
For sure. So yeah, if I get a chance, try to hang out. I know Blue and Stitch will probably definitely make time. Well, obviously Blue because he's got your bike, but Stitch will probably try to make it out. I will try to do what I can to make it out. But as far as me, I'm also seeing Sinners this weekend, but I don't know when. I'm assuming maybe Saturday night or Sunday night. Actually, it's probably going to be Saturday night, to be honest. We'll still see. If worse comes to worse, I'll see it on Monday, but I will try to avoid as many spoilers as I can. But I'm definitely seeing that movie this fucking weekend for sure. I can't go Friday. There is a slight chance I might see it tomorrow, but most likely not. But I'm looking forward to seeing Sinners this weekend. Easter, I'm going to be chilling. Actually, I'm not going to be chilling. I'm going to be like putting in some work, but it's kind of cool. Brandon Park brought up a very interesting part. Like NPR interviewed the composer of South of Midnight. I have to listen to that because it sounds like he put in his work. He put his foot in it, so I'm with it. But other than that, yeah, I'm probably doing a low-key weekend. I'm probably not going to be able to see my family for Easter, but I'm probably going to be doing a lot of phone calls. But yeah, I'm seeing that, chilling, and definitely watching Sinners and playing more Monster Hunter and South of Midnight. So, which you can watch on our Twitch channel.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah. All right, take us out here, man. Take us out of here, man. Jesus, that's too fast.
You just experienced the abridged Black and the Black Times Infinity this week. You can watch us or listen to us anywhere and everywhere with the B's and BTI. That's BTHANBTI. Anywhere you listen to podcasts, just know that if you're listening to us via audio, we go live every Wednesday, 8:30 Pacific-ish time on YouTube and Twitch. You can come, join us and be part of the conversation. You can check out our official website, benheadproductions.squarespace.com/B's and BTI. And then you can basically, like I said, look into it. Oh, we have email us at bsandbti@gmail.com, and we have a Discord. So you can email us, let us know you want to join the Discord server, and just let us know. Well, I guess if you have Discord already, you can set up however you want, but we can give you the link if you're cool.
Oh, hey, real quick, if you're listening to the live stream and you didn't click like. I know that y'all aren't doing it because I can see the fucking statistics. So if you're in there for like the whole time, like the podcast, like help us out. You get this like more distributed. So I mean, I see y'all have been here for like the longest time, and then sometimes like we do a live stream and there'll be like 0 likes, and it's like, what the fuck?
I mean, it's a little cliche nowadays, but yeah, like and subscribe.
Yeah, help us with the algorithm. I mean, come on, we're on the losing side of this. So, do it.
Like and subscribe. Slam that motherfucking like button.
We're out this bitch.
Into the unknown vastness of space.
Jesus.
Yet many questions remain unanswered.